Religion and spirituality confuses black people.
The question that we also have to address is, if the book has become the word of God, how was God communicating?
She corrected that.
Okay, the book is not the word of God.
No, but I need to
Okay,
finish
go ahead.
finish this. So if the book is this book that has got what the word of God, how was God communicating with the other tribes that were not using writing as a system of communication with God? Because in Southern Africa we've got cultures that believe in Mwari, and Mwari was communicating directly to his people through spirit mediums and through the rocks. That is now departing to say, are you saying we were not communicating with God before this God of Hebrews came into the picture? That's point number one. Secondly, there is also this concept that says, if this book was taken and was originally written in Aramaic, and when it was written in Aramaic, it was translated into
Latin.
It was before Latin. It was actually Greek as the Septuagint. And the Septuagint had 70 so-called prophets.
Septuagint,
yes. Septuagint. They wrote the Septuagint and created the very first books in Greek. And from there, it was then taken by Constantine and then created into the Vulgate, into Latin. Then for 600 years, it disappeared. Was held by the Roman Catholic Church that Constantine served. And all of a sudden it comes back again 600-700 years later as a full book, in which the books that were written as the New Testament by people like Paul were put together, collated over 300 years, and then put together into one book. Then this was kept by the very same church that presided over the very first colonial system that colonized Israel, that colonized the Hebrews. And then it comes back as a full book that's coming out of this evil establishment called the Roman Catholic Empire and the Roman Catholic Church, to be brought to people as the Word of God. Now my question is, why would this evil
be so interested
in giving us the truth? Why would they give us a book that empowers us?
Go no further.
So
the doctor is in the house. I will allow the doctor to mull that one.
First of all, your first understanding of the cultural impact of the oral tradition is without question. Without question. And yes, God communicated with us like that forever, because understand, the book of Genesis is written by Moses' hand, but it's dictated by God, because Moses wasn't alive then. How did that happen? For me, I love God because he's fun. So he let everybody tell their stories. So we have the Gilgamesh legend, we have legends, we have stories, we have all kinds of stuff. And then Moses sits down with God, and God said, this is how it really happened. Because the only place where woman's creation is in this book. It's the only place that the creation of woman on purpose is only found here.
See, anytime you want to talk about religion and how it has gotten Africa to where we are today, when you are telling people that religion is part of the reason why Africa is poor, there are some people who will come and be saying it's not like that. Africa is not poor because of religion. There are a whole lot of religious nations that are rich. Is it a religion? These people don't know what they are saying. Look, I've always been saying this. Look, religion would always benefit the people that it originated from. Whatever produce, whatever profit is in the religion will go straight to where it originated from. The monies that you pay in church, everything is the profit of the pastor. You enrich the pastor. Religion is just a business. Religion is the smartest business that people saw. This was what brought about a lot of denominations of the Christian faith, because people got to understand the business aspect of it. Look at the Vatican. The Vatican alone is richer than the entire African continent put together. What do you think made them rich? And at the end of the day, they are doing investment, they are doing things. This same Roman Catholic Church participated in slavery. They owned slave plantations. Now read about post. How Saudi Arabia's revenue from Hajj and Umrah may reach $350 billion after a decade. And this agenda is set to happen in 2023. Do you know the funny aspect of it? Next year, 2023, things are so difficult in my country right now that they say it's going to cost about 100,000 cedis for one person to go on Hajj. We would have about 3,500 Muslims from my country going to Hajj, spending 100,000 each on just transportation. Then someone will come in my comment section and say, if religion is the reason why we are poor, why is Saudi Arabia a religious nation but they are rich? This is the reason why Saudi Arabia is rich. This is the benefit. This is the profit they get from the Hajj that you are going. Because you think the stone in your village is not where to be worshipped, but so you take 100,000 Ghana cedi plane and go to Saudi Arabia and go and bow down to another stone. This is why Africa is poor.
Spirituality and religion are confusing the black race. I want you to go and listen. Let's go and watch.
Viewers, as you've heard my name already, I'm Gina Jom Kofiche Ahaji, a cultural anthropologist, and I double as the one who tells people what was in the beginning, what is now, and what must come tomorrow. What we have been experiencing is that we have, as people, been borrowing other people's eyes to see. Why you think that to borrow somebody's name and claim that is your name is acceptable unto your Creator. Thank you for welcoming me into your humble abodes. African spirituality is the recognition of the fact that the African was not created as an inferior human being. In fact, the African was the first person to have set foot on this planet they call Earth. And African belief systems have guided our ancestors in their journey through time. That makes us those who were created in the image and likeness of the I am that I am. If you look at our earth, what color do you see? Brown and black. Why is it that we have abandoned the plain truth and we are following falsehood? African spirituality will guide us on our journey to know ourselves. As we were in the beginning, our ancestors did. And you look at the water bodies meander like snakes. So that is what African spirituality will teach you. Know thyself. That is the question. What we have borrowed is what reflects on your hair. You have borrowed that one. The other thing you have borrowed is the foreign name you call yourself. The Creator didn't give you those names. The Creator didn't make you in that image. Why is it that you think those are correct? And you are saying something about modernity. What is modern about enslaving yourself? Is there anything modern about it? Then we go and get a Taiwan hairstyle and we think that we are glorifying the Creator. The Creator makes us understand that He never made any mistake. We are living in a society where things which are ours, we no longer respect them. We respect things which are brought from outside. We glorify ourselves eating junk food. And we think that that is civilization. But before the white man will come and talk about civilization, we had already known. We had built the pyramids. The white man calls it pyramid. But that was not the name our people called it. Our people had names for everything that they had. We were the first people who built rock structures. But today, we glorify the white man for doing those things which our ancestors have done. And you get to some of our people and they start singing, Ye na na no, ye na na no, ye na na no, abosan, or something like that. Abosum. Who made the abosum? Can you point to one person who has made abosum? They said we worship stones and rocks and water bodies. Nobody can point to his chest and say that he made the sea. He made the trees that we are supposed to be worshiping. You go to the US today and your girlfriend is celebrating her birthday and you buy a snake and give to her as a birthday present. If it were to be a black man in Africa who does that one, they say he's a pagan. So where have we reached? We have reggae, like Bob Marley says, we have reggae back into slavery. We don't respect anything that we do again. I was seeing some politicians going to a function and they are wearing three-piece suit in a tropical weather. And we say we are civilized, we are developing. What are we developing to achieve? We are developing to achieve backwardness. We have institutions supposed to be institutions of higher learning. And what do they teach our children? They teach our children that it was Columbus who discovered America. America was there. The people have been living there for ages before Christopher Columbus was supposed to have discovered America. And we all believed it. Don't we? I don't know if you have heard of Ethiopia. You've heard of Ethiopia. You have heard of Italy. You have heard of Italian invasion of Ethiopia, bombing and killing and cutting heads of our chiefs. And they were telling us that that is the knowledge system we have to accept. Right? If you look at what Italy did in Ethiopia, and these are the people who are here with us. If you leave Italy and you go to Belgium, King Leopold, he told his missionaries going to the Congo that don't teach the African the knowledge of God, because the African already knows God. All the things which have been claimed to be in the Ten Commandments, the Africans already knew them. But what he told them to do was to help the Belgium administrators to make sure that they take all the things that we have to develop Belgium. Today, we have the Belgium embassy here, right? The Belgium which he left behind, King Leopold left behind, has become the headquarters of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. You know what the North Atlantic Treaty Organization does? It's to wage wars on people who don't believe in Western oppression. They call Western democracy. That is what Brussels is today. Brussels, the capital of Belgium. And why didn't the white people call Brussels or King Leopold to question? Because the Pope sitting down there says that if you are not a Christian, you must be killed. If you are not a Christian, you must be perpetually enslaved. And Pope Nicholas V issued a paper bull, that was a decree, telling all Christians that perpetually enslave people who are not Christians. Why? You sure? The decree which made your ancestors and other slaves was issued by Pope Nicholas V. And he gave authorization to the Portuguese to go and arrest and enslave people. They claimed they were not Christians. And you dance around here and call yourself Christians. And the brutalization of the black race, the oppression, suppression, and stealing of the knowledge system of black people were promoted by the so-called Christians. You got where we have reached? China, India, Japan, and all these people are not Christians. Why? And they are developing. And we are Christians. Coincidentally, we have a leader who says that he is going to build a cathedral. Meanwhile, we have so many churches. The Roman Catholic Cathedral at Asylum is there. You look into Accra, you study the population of so-called Christians, and you will see that Ghana, we are very, very developed in stupidity. We are going backwards. We are not developing anything. We are not promoting anything.
My, oh my. This is interesting. I believe you heard everything yourself. Spirituality connects you with God. It brings God close to you. It's only Okasa TV. You can find the truth.
Hello guys, yeah, I'm from Nigeria. My name is Nicky Goodluck. Please, I would love for you guys to go watch Okasa TV. Trust me, you will not regret it. Love you.
Okasa number 1. Okasa Enobe. Okasa means some shout out to you all Okasa subscribers and viewers. Okasa Royal Empire high level. You are blessed. Continue your blessing. God's brother, Bishop John, all is well. Okasa. Blessing be to Afote Ringo Okasa Kitekli, who lives in Germany, Cologne. Shout out to you all, Okasa. If you have not subscribed, subscribe now and share and like. Only Okasa, you'll find the truth. Okasa TV, number 1. Okasa Mishe Song. My name is Imanoni Aitekwe. Okasa TV number 1 song. Same time next week. We will be back.